Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your February 2025 predictions. These are the 4 piles for today's reading. By the way, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that below. There's also a new section called Spirit, Please Pick My Pile, for the days that you wish for Spirit to pick your pile, or maybe even every day. That is an option that you will also find a timestamp for below. But otherwise, if you of course prefer to pick your pile or piles using your intuition, let me introduce each pile to you. In today's reading, you will be picking the High Priestess that you're most drawn to, or the High Priestesses that you're most drawn to, as well as using your crystals. So for pile number 1, this is your High Priestess and your crystal is the beautiful Carnelian. For pile number 2, this is your High Priestess and your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite. For pile number 3, this is your High Priestess and your crystal is the beautiful blue Howlite. And for pile number 4, this will be your High Priestess and your crystal is the beautiful Aquamarine. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. They're meant to take you to the messages you're meant to hear about the month of February 2025. And once you're ready, you'll find timestamps below. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. As mentioned, please note that in a moment I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your pile using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. I have pre-shuffled these crystals off camera so that I lessen the amount of noise as possible as the crystals clink around. But yeah, so they're all shuffled. I will be pulling out 3 signs for each pile, given that we have 4 piles today. Right, so let's get straight into it. These will be the signs for pile 1. I think I have 2 here, yeah. These will be the signs for pile number 2. These will be the sign for pile number 3, and these will be for pile number 4. Okay, so let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, the signs are Aries, Cancer, as well as Leo. For pile number 2, the signs are Libra, Aquarius, as well as Scorpio. Signs for pile number 3 are Virgo, Gemini, as well as Sagittarius. And the signs for pile number 4 are Taurus, Pisces, as well as Capricorn. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions to make it more helpful or easier for you to pick your pile. But what resonates with you is the right way for you at the end of the day. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Guys, please note that sometimes the chapters do not match the timestamps. I've noticed it was happening quite frequently. And so if you click on a chapter and it doesn't take you accurately to the beginning of your pile, trust the timestamps below. They will take you there. Okay. In the next section, it will be all about Spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video, take as much time as you need. But if you would like to try it out today, then my dear soul family, this next section is specifically for you. So the way we do this is that we have the magician for, today we've got 4 piles. Hold on. Okay, so the way we do this is that we assign 1 tarot card for each of the piles. The magician will be presenting pile number 1, the high priestess pile number 2, the empress pile number 3, and the emperor pile number 4. All right, I'll be taking these cards and shuffling them around. And if for any reason any of these cards pull my attention, I will know that this is your chosen pile for, okay, there we go, for today. I tried to pull that one, it wasn't pulled. This is the Emperor pile number 4. So this is your chosen pile for today's reading. I hope you enjoy it. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your February 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using. And as you can see on the far right, I have your astrological chart of houses, an empty one, of course, in which I'll be casting some runes on to get an accurate reading for your month. This is the plan. And by the way, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use for your readings, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Carnelian. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Cancer, and Leo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Actually, oh my God, you're getting a lot of oracle cards. I'm trusting the process. Yeah, let's get into casting your runes. So, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of February 2025, please? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. So between the 7th and 8th house, you've got the Isa rune. Between the 12th and 11th, this is more on the 7th house, and this is more on the 11th house. You've got the Sodalite rune, lovely. Okay. In the first house, you've got the Ingwaz rune. Wow, nice. And in the second house, you've got the Peroth rune. And between the 3rd and 4th house, you've got the Berkana rune. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's check out now your oracle cards. So, you've got the story of Timun Mas. It's a very lovely story. I have a short description. I'll read it out for you guys in a moment. This way we get an idea about your month. You've got a Virgo card with digest. Okay. And you've got a Libra card with balance. All right. You've got a throat chakra card with expansion, and throat chakra it is. You do have the Berkana rune in the 3rd house, the house of communication. So it looks like there's a lot of communication this month. You've got the root chakra with soulmate. Interesting, because you've got some activity going on in the 7th house here. Right. You've got fear, as well as secret revealed. Wow, okay. Okay. All right, that's better. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. What can you expect in your month of February, please? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Lover's card, the Hanged Man. Look at the look twice here. You've got the Seven of Wands. All right, and I'm going to place 2 cards here or 3, just as much as they fit, and considering the ones that are coming out here as your significator cards together. So you've got the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess. My God, like this is very impressive, because I'm getting, see, secrets revealed. Look at this figure in the Seven of Swords, moving through a library. I always somehow feel about this card that it reminds me of the Akashic records, especially that you have the High Priestess here, showing that you're getting a peek into the future. So there's something about this reading that is giving you a peek into these several areas that we will be exploring in a moment. Perhaps things that are meant to be revealed to you before it's due time, perhaps to follow some guidance or to know about it, to be mindful about it in your month. So that's what I'm seeing as your significator cards. These are obviously things that you will really love, with the King of Cups, perhaps things that you've been wishing for, things that you would love to experience. So they may or may not happen in your month of February, but being mindful of them in the month of February is crucial, especially in the area of love for you guys, or some form of intimate connection. If love does not resonate for you, it's your reading too. But for most of you, there seems to be a strong activity around the 7th house. Not activity, but let's call it energy around the 7th house, which is the house of love, romance, or intimate connections. You do have soulmate here. So, and you do have the Lover's card. I want to say that it looks to me like there is an energy of a soulmate being around you somehow. Maybe they see you, maybe you see them, I don't know. We'll find out as we take a look at your cards. You're meant to know some of this. I mean, if you are meant to get a peek, I would say they are the ones aware of you. But yeah, I feel like Libra, 7th house, I feel like this is definitely, there is a huge energetic activity around the area of love, soulmate. There's a lock here. It looks like, and there's a lock here with, I guess, 3 things that will be revealed to you. A challenge that you are overcoming, love, and some financial wealth that can be happening to you soon, because we've got the Perith in the 2nd house, the house of finances, which we can clearly see it in the 3 cards. I'm translating the 7 of Wands as personal growth, which we're seeing in the 1st house here, and it could also be talking about the 11th and 12th, but I will leave that for now. But in any case, just like I'm saying, this is the month where there will be a lot of energy around these 3 areas: your personal growth, love, and finances. But you're meant to know about it this month, because it looks like you're getting guidance on some things that you may want to do to unlock it. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, first off, let's start with your story. I think the part I'm noticing about your story, I don't think it's mentioned here. There is a part here where like a sort of monster or an ogre gave a child to a widow who really wanted a child for a long time, but she didn't know the deal that came with it, unfortunately, until it was too late. And that was she had to make the child grow at a certain age before he would come and eat the child. Now, and the mother was able to, by the way, they were able to save the girl. It's a very sweet story. So what I'm trying to say is, at some point, the mother tricked the ogre. When the ogre came back, it's like, where's my child? She's like, I'm gonna feed her more so that she's, more delicious for you. Something along these lines. And the ogre agreed and left. And then she was able to save her child. Now, I get this impression about, especially with the eating and the digest. Could be a direct message for some of you of take care of your health this month, stay balanced, but mainly I'm seeing something about take care of yourself in these different areas this month, because you are about to experience major changes in these areas of your life, perhaps in March, moving forward after February. Whether towards the end of February, maybe even March, you will see big changes in your life. You've got this Wali rune, it's the rune of success, and it makes me feel like, especially that it's in the 12th house as well, that you will start to experience and succeed in a lot of areas that maybe you were thriving to succeed at. If I'm looking at your reading correctly, there's something about your personal growth, there's something about finances, there's something about expansion of your throat chakra. Perhaps you're going to put your work out there in February, or you're preparing to put your work out there. But there's something about your expression, your expansion of your word. It could be your work, it could be communication with others. But in any case, I do see a beginning there with the Berkana rune. The reason I say it could be relating to your work, because the throat chakra deals with expression. I could be wrong. For some of you, maybe you don't use your throat chakra much. Maybe you've been isolating yourself for a while, and now is the month where you're going to start being more out there and speaking to others. So please take it how it resonates. But there's a new beginning when it comes to two things here. Your throat chakra, your expression, as well as your safety, stability. I'm not seeing it as your home, because with the card fear, it does look to me like it's talking more about starting to feel safe. Is it starting to feel safe in life in general, or is it starting to feel safe in something specifically that you're afraid of in your life? This will differ from one person to the other listening. Finally, the changes I see happening, or at least energetically, is in the 7th house. I see there's a huge transformation in your intimate connections, specifically for most of you. It's a love relationship. It seems like there's an activity going on with the Isa rune. It's frozen for you, like no activity in your case, but it seems like perhaps your soulmate will either see you, or you will be interacting with each other, but you haven't seen each other yet. There's the Hamsa here. So perhaps there's something around it's best that you don't interact with them, because I do see two figures who are not seeing each other actually. So maybe both of you will not really see each other or interact that much. For some reason, one reason or the other, it's for your own protection this month, but the energy is starting to form, and you will start connecting with each other towards the end of the month. So expect something like that. Secret revealed. It's kind of like the cat's out of the box. What's been locked will be unlocked in these different areas that I've just mentioned in your life. So expect energetically for things to shift for you in the month of February. and for you to start seeing many things happening in your month of March. So look out for your month of March reading. But let's take a look at what your cards are guiding you to do because of these changes. First of all, looking at your story here, we see the expansion, something unlocked, and the Queen of Pentacles. There's something about you choosing to make something grow pertaining to your work. And you can see a new beginning here with the Berkana rune in the 3rd house. Maybe you're afraid of your work and you want to expand or something. I'm not sure. But what I do see is that there is a new beginning when it comes to your creativity and your creation in the month of February. I see you feeding something, growing something that you deeply care about. So it looks like you're guided to, in this month, work with a lot of passion towards something that you really love. Start putting your efforts there, because if you choose to, with the Lover's card, to do that in this month of February, look at that. You will be making a lot of wealth. I will try to see what you're guided to begin here, how you're guided to begin. But if you do begin it, you will unlock, especially in the month of February, you will unlock great wealth for yourself. So what are you guided to do? Especially that you have something fated here with the Peril rune in the 2nd house. It's fated for you to have great wealth. So there, in terms of your guidance this month, is begin something. Start feeding into something that you care about. Start putting your word out there. Unlock it already. Don't be afraid. Choose to do that, because it will unlock a lot of wealth for you that you're meant to have. And you can see it here in your Akashic records, which is the idea of the whole reading. You're getting a peek at what's supposed to happen for you. And this is why I'm seeing your reading this month specifically is like highly guided. It's a lot of guidance. It's like, do this, because it will really unlock many things that are holding you down. Okay, so how are you supposed to begin this? The Knight of Wands. This is like one of the fastest knights in the deck. I get this idea of move already kind of thing, like get into it, come on, something like that. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So start planning, have a roadmap of what you want to do, and start taking steps with the Page of Pentacles according to the direction that you want to move towards, that you've planned out. Ace of Pentacles. Do you believe this? Can you believe this? Begin already again. I don't know what this is about, but it's definitely more like encouraging you or tilted towards persuading you to begin already something. It's like, don't worry about the details. Don't worry about how this is going to happen. Don't worry about the wealth. Just have faith and begin, because it's fated for you to make that wealth. 6 of Cups. Okay, so 6 of Cups in terms of your guidance talks about how don't be overwhelmed. Begin with the small and let it grow bit by bit every day. So if you feel overwhelmed this month, but this is a big thing, how do I begin? Your cards are saying just begin, have a roadmap, take the first step, and you will find that it grows by itself. Just start is your guidance. This is like really, this is something fated that you're obviously supposed to do, or is supposed to happen for you as well. You're supposed to do it. You're getting heavy guidance this month. You're getting a peek into your Akashic records. You're going to do something big. So all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1, and begin, I guess, right away. When it comes to your love life, which seems to be a big thing here, now that we've explored your second house, your third house, I think the Sodalite rune in your 12th house is talking about the great success that is envisioned for you in your 12th house, where you're supposed to go in life, your soul mission. You're moving towards that, and you are going to have great success. Just begin. But there is something around your love this month, and it has to do with a fear I'm seeing. What are you afraid of? That's interesting. I think I need to understand that in order to unlock this for you. What are you afraid of, first of all? The Chariot, this way, that way, and the Six of Pentacles, equality, fairness, or something. Yin and Yang, are you afraid of fairness? Well, for some of you, perhaps you don't want to share a relationship with someone because you want it to be equal. Maybe you haven't met someone yet who you feel is like your equal. This could be like you want the relationship to be fair, equal give and take, or you are looking for someone that you feel is like you. Perhaps you put so much into the relationship and you want someone to put in just as much as you pour in your heart and soul into it. So it's not that you are with the Chariot here against a relationship with the Hangman being locked here. I think the key is in your hands. It's like you don't want to be in a relationship until you find your soulmate. Exactly. So in that case, your fear is not finding the right person. Am I seeing this right? Is the fear here not finding the right person, perhaps? What's the fear? King of Pentacles. Well, you seem to be doing well in life with the King of Pentacles. Perhaps you feel like you don't want anyone to come in and disturb your life. And the Five of Pentacles. Right. I think that's it. I think you are doing great on your own, and you don't want to be in a relationship that takes from the amazing things that you've done for yourself. And you want a relationship where you can where that adds on to that happiness. You put in, they put in, you add. It's like an addition to that happiness, not to take from it. That seems to be a big fear here for you. I think this is talking about how this is such a big thing for you that you've looked. You're like, I think, okay, I get what's going on here. Since it is in the form of fear, your idea, if you ask my opinion, I think your idea is the right way to go. I mean, what is a relationship if it's coming to take and not there for an equal partner in life, right? Totally agree with you. I would say the fear here seems to be about, it went from having the right mindset to being absolutely afraid. So perhaps you really locked the idea out of your head, whether you realize it or not. It's like, oh no, maybe the Hamsa here hand is like, I'm protecting myself, no person in my life, kind of thing. So maybe it went a bit overboard without you realizing. So in that case, the expansion and throat chakra could be inviting you to be a bit open in talking to others. Like, don't lock yourself out of creating connections. Because with fear and lock, there seems to be, your mind's locked to the idea that no, don't like anyone. Perhaps you've had many bad experiences and you've already made up your mind that it's going to be bad or something. So you're getting guidance here of something pertaining to 7th house here, that your soulmate is around you in this month. Your soulmate is around you. And so if you continue to be locked and not give other people the chance to talk to you, or you talking to others, initiating talking and feeling safe, yes, and feeling safe that there are, good people, there are people who match your ideology, you could miss out on a fated, or let's say a destined soulmate that you could meet and really love your connection with, that you can connect with right away, at least as friends in the beginning. So yeah, your reading seems to be this month all about guidance in preparation for what's to come in the future. They're giving you a peek into your future. Big things are to come. And so again, with this story, it's about let time show you how things can grow. So yeah, I would say your guidance when it comes to relationships this month, especially with the frozen in the 7th house. Yeah, it seems like this area is pretty frozen in your life. The Isa rune, there is the idea of start speaking to others, start connecting with others. Be more open with regards to that, and don't follow your fears. If your fears are here, you're not going to push them away or suppress them, but at the same time, you don't have to follow its lead either. So don't be overprotective over yourself. You're not going to be in a relationship with someone you don't want to be with at the end of the day. So you're getting the guidance of speak to others. Start speaking to others this month, because I think there is a person around you who you will love your connection with. It's like, look, trust your runes and your reading this month. What are the odds? So yeah, you're being shown something into your near future, and it's kind of like follow your guidance this month. You might be wondering how. Perhaps these are all new energies for you. Just trust the process, trust your guidance, and do what they're telling you. It's kind of what I'm picking up, because you will love the results and what is destined to happen for you. In fact, especially with money, in the 2nd house, it is fated for you to have a lot of money. Okay, so let's check out what is happening in the 11th house. Are you about to meet a nice community that you're going to connect with? Again, the expansion, from which you will see your soulmate. Perhaps this is happening this month. Let's check it out. Can we get more information, please, for pile number 1 regarding their 11th house? 6 of Wands. Looks like you are going to find a community in which you will be very popular in. Ace of Cups, a community that you will really love. Wow, that's nice. So how are you going to meet them? Or are they already in your life? The Fool, no, I think you are going to meet them. Okay, so let's ask, how are you going to meet this community that you will really love and be very popular amongst? The Moon. Sorry guys, I really tried. It's meant to be revealed in due time. So I think the guidance here is be open, speak to others, connect with others this month, because it's certainly leading you to a great community and leading you to your soulmate. This card moved, the Magician. So let me finish this first, because they are leading you to, a community that you will love and be popular amongst. That's why there's like initiation of strong communication this month. And there's something about safety with the 4th house. Perhaps you were really afraid to connect with others, or with some sort of people, or just with love interests maybe. In any case, it looks like you're being guided to just start, unlock that. Just talk, and you will see magic happens when you do talk. You will not believe what can come out of a simple conversation that you have with someone. If you have an idea, like the tools here remind me of tools that you can use in your conversation. Like if you have an idea that you want to say to someone, don't hold it back this month. Say it. Use the tools, use the ideas, in my opinion, in that case. Use the ideas, use the situation, use the circumstance. Use all that you have to speak to others this month. So it's not just, in my opinion, anymore something about be more responsive and speak to others. This is actually guiding you to also initiate. Like if you have an idea and you want to say something, go for it, say it. If you're interested in getting to know someone, go for it, get to know them. Because one of these connections, if not all of them, who knows, will unlock a great community that you will love. This is a community that you will find a lot of fulfillment and happiness in. A community, I forgot to tell you about the first house, thank you card. A community in which you will help you heal. It looks like it will help you in how you see yourself, because it's the first house. This is the first house of Aries, confidence, high self-esteem. Especially that we've got the Ingwas rune, where the Ingwas rune is a rune of a seed, like something is starting to happen and sprout. So in my opinion, this is talking about how you are greatly healing and greatly healing your self-esteem, becoming highly confident in the month of February. So that's growing for you, like you're seeing yourself in better light or stronger light. You're starting to see who you really are. Yeah, we forgot to talk about that. The first house, the Ingwas rune in the first house. There's a lot of confidence that's going to arise from speaking to others, being bold and speaking to others, since this is coming in that area. And perhaps also from your initiations that you are doing, or perhaps very recently, regarding how you are trying to heal your self-esteem, self-image, your self-confidence, all of that, the first house. So it looks like you are either starting to take effective initiations or effective tools, effective applications to increase your self-esteem, and that's absolutely working out in the month of February for you. And it will also have a huge effect as you begin with the Ace of Cups here in this specific moon card, as you begin initiating. I think we're translating the runes really well now. As you begin initiating communication with others this month. There's something about diversity. Be diverse in who you speak to. People older than you, younger than you, different culture, different lives. Just be open to speaking to others in general, and because you don't know how it's unlocking a great community for you. Yeah, so it's your month of preparation and initiating communication with others, initiating your expression here. Put your expression out there, or at least prepare it and start growing it. But I can't help also and notice that in the month of February, there's something about your digestion and eating, because we were just talking about the little child eating and growing and digest. There's definitely something about a balanced diet. You're getting guidance of, please have a balanced diet in your month of February. Let's get more information on that. So you're getting the Four of Wands. Final guidance here, Four of Wands. Ooh, look at that, the Death card. There's something transforming here. There's something about your body leveling up. Something could have gone wrong, was on the brink of going wrong, but the door is opening and you're transforming this situation. The Two of Wands shift again. There's something is shifting. Great. So it looks like something could have gone wrong, but it's shifting to leveling up and becoming healthier. Nice. The Sun card is a card of healing. So yeah, it's like your health is greatly shifting. It's transforming. Support that by keeping a balanced diet this month. Make sure you make healthier choices. Avoid the things that you know you should avoid. And, specifically with eating, I'm seeing make better choices, because you are really transforming and shifting your health. You're really healing. I don't know what you're doing, but obviously you're doing a great job. Continue to do that. Stick to that. Because with the world, it's like everything is changing. Your whole body is changing to the better with the things that you are doing and eating. So keep up the good work with that. Yeah. And notice that one thing is happening this month is your success. The Sodalite is your success with community, 11th house. This success with this community will allow for many other successes when it comes to your soul purpose, by the way. So how are they helping you? Just last question before we go. How are they helping you with your soul purpose? Page of Wands. 3 of Cups, interesting. 10 of Wands. You don't have to carry something about, you don't have to carry everything on your own. It doesn't have to be like that. And it seems like this is a supportive community. Do you see the cheers? Cheers. It's like they're there for each other. It reminds me of the 3 musketeers. One for all for one, and one for all. So very helpful community, I think. That one in which you will feel, oh, this is so nice. I don't indeed have to carry everything on my own. I can be helpful to others, and others can be helpful to me. And it seems like the ideology that you will find in this new community. So there's something about you will be able to move towards your soul mission with others excited and happy for you and just want to help out. So you'll find people just wanting to help you out. Isn't this lovely? And so here, the Page of Wands is holding just one broom and not all of it. Something about we're always here for each other. What you have, let us help you. We'd love to help you. Why not? Nothing wrong with help. And that's what I'm seeing with the new community that you will meet. The 11th house is humanitarian work, is like-minded people. I think you will really meet good-hearted people that genuinely just want to help others. And you will be helping them, they will be helping you. It's a wonderful community that has a beautiful culture of helping each other. And you'll find each other soon going, hey, it's not so heavy anymore. I can follow my intuition. I can follow this passion. It's not so hard. And that's what I'm seeing in your reading. Very interesting reading. It was deep, full of details. I wish you the best of luck, my dear pile number 1, in your month of February. Seems like it's a significant month for you. And yeah, that's what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your February 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested, by the way, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But before I introduce your pile, actually, as you can see on the far right, you'll see a chart of astrological houses in which we'll be casting your runes on to get a more detailed reading on what you can expect in your month of February. So this is the plan. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Aquarius, and Scorpio. welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pals as well. Okay, so let's get straight into your runes and ask, what can you expect in your month of February? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got 2 runes. We've got a rune in the 7th house, the Tiwaz rune, and you've got a rune between the 9th house and the 10th house. Wow, the Fehu rune. You know, it's not the number of runes, it's the quality of runes. I'm just kidding. They're all the runes are great. But the Fehu rune is really a very favorable rune, and that's what I'm trying to say. Between the 10th house and 9th house, I've got some great news for you this month. Lovely so far. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first and see what you got. So, you've got mischief. Okay. You've got the story of kindness and consequences. We'll read it like a short summary of the story in a moment. It says altruism, retribution, and sincerity. Okay. You've got, oh nice, the heart chakra with growth. Perhaps that's what's going on in the 7th house here, maybe. And you've got Chiron with heal. How about we do that so we have space for your tarot cards? And you've got Ceres with nurture. Apologies, it's actually pronounced Ceres. Alright, this dwarf planet. What I want to do is pull out 2 or 3 tarot cards here and use them as your significator cards, the main energy of your month. So, let's pull them out. So, you've got the 4 of Cups with Bring Me Sunshine. Beautiful. Alright. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles with Fresh Potential. Okay. I think only 2 cards, so that's what's meant to be. Let's pull out the rest of the cards here. You've got the Queen of Wands with I am more than I ever imagined I could be. Beautiful energy. You've got the Queen, another Queen? Wow, what's going on here? The Queen of Cups with Be Open to Exploration. Pile number 1 in that specific area was talking about being more open to exploration in 2 areas of their lives. So I would say if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it, seeing that it's the same energy there. You will get a lot of information about your month from there. Okay, you've got the 3 of Pentacles with Glory is on the Horizon. Wow, nice. And this is really good. You've got the 7 of Pentacles with begin at your own pace. Okay, are you invited to begin something? Because there's the fresh potential with the Ace of Pentacles here. Let's get significator cards. Sorry, not significator cards. Clarification cards. You've got the 8 of Pentacles with what can you learn from today? All right. The 2 of Pentacles, think carefully, as well as the 4 of Wands with one bad day does not make a bad tomorrow. Lovely. All right, let's stop there for now and explore the energies we're seeing for your month. Right. I'm thinking, before we begin looking at your story, I'm very drawn to Ceres. Yeah, let's take a peek together. Ceres. number 29. And let's get an idea what the guidebook says. So Ceres is a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter, named after Ceres, Roman goddess of harvest, food, earthly fertility, and mother of Proserpina, goddess of spring, food and harvest. I think, yeah, let's just wait. When Pluto kidnapped Proserpina and took her to the underworld to be his queen, Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. Oh, it's like Persephone, and Hades. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or worse. Food, I promise I won't say it again. I don't want to promise. What if I see it again? There's something about pile number 1 for you guys if you're drawn to it, because right there they had something about food and digestion. So I highly recommend it. So yeah, I'm seeing that here for you as well. Where were we? To be his queen, Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or worse, cultivation, and the safety or loss of a child. Ceres' ancient rites initiated people into the secrets of death and rebirth through the symbolic harvest. Cut the heads off grain with a sheath, bury them, and new life arises. Look at that! Well, the synchronicities are crazy. So, first of all, I do see something about you eating right, your relationship with food, as we've explored. It seems like your relationship with food, I don't know, is improving, or maybe you're taking better measures, I'm seeing. And it looks like in the month of February, there is regrowth, perhaps. Your heart health is getting better with the heart chakra. Your overall health, your body's health, is really improving, and you can see regrowth happening here, great growth. And the Queen of Wands shine bright. So I'm seeing that you're becoming healthier this month. You're making better choices, and you're really vibrant. Beautiful skin, beautiful hair, beautiful everything. You're really shining and looking young and fresh and bright. Did I see fresh somewhere? I did see fresh potential. Yeah. In general, that's one thing I'm seeing here. Another thing that I'm seeing is something pertaining to harvest and abundance. I am seeing something around this, the same sort of pattern of also when it comes to your wealth, health, and the health of your wealth. Can we say that? Your financial health. There's something about it was fading, or maybe you were fearing that you weren't going to make money, or maybe you just left your job and you found another one. There seems to have been financial trouble of some sort. Maybe you had to pay off some debts or something. There was some financial trouble, it seems, but it's growing, and it's growing in abundance. Queen of Wands. The power of the Queen of Wands in conjunction to the growth card of the heart chakra, as well as Ceres here, there seems to be great harvest this month, as opposed to what used to happen. And that is a very strong energy happening for you for sure, because here we've got the Fehu rune between the 9th house and the 10th house. And we'll talk about the 9th house for sure in a moment, but this is talking about abundance in the area of your career, your work. If you're not working, then in money coming from goals that you are moving towards. That's what it's looking like here in your month of February. So this is very potent, strong energy. It's coming in your runes, it's coming in your oracle cards and tarot cards. Yeah, it's very evident, as I can see. But at the end of the day, I do see it as a very positive month for you. Why? Because your significator cards show it. You've got, with the Four of Cups, bring me sunshine. This great energy of abundance that is coming for you this month, it seems like it's unexpected for you because of the Four of Cups. It's coming as a surprise. You're like maybe in a point where
it's looking here like it's dying. And if we see the story of Persephone, or here Persephone, I believe, there was going to the underworld before she's been able to come back up. That sort of idea. I think you've gone through a little bit of some darkness when it comes to your health as well as your finances, and I'm seeing these two are being picked up in such a strong way this month. It's happening as a surprise. I think you're not expecting it with the Four of Cups. You may be even wondering, but how is this abundance happening this month? There seems to be a potential for that you're going to find out about in this month. Speaking of that, let's start exploring the rest of the reading, in which we may find out just what's going on. Let's start with your story, with kindness and consequences. Okay, kindness and consequences. It's a Vietnamese story. Kindness and consequences, page 49. Let's take like the quick summary of the story. And we've got altruism, retribution, and sincerity. It says, a dragon disguised itself as an elderly and filthy woman to test the sincerity of a village. So a dragon disguised itself as an elderly and filthy woman to test the sincerity of a village. Only a mother and daughter treated the dragon with compassion, and they alone were warned to flee, as the dragon intended to flood the village for their sins. The kind mother begged for a chance to save the villagers and was given husks of rice and a bag of ash. When the flood engulfed the village, the husks of rice turned into boats, allowing her to save lives. Their home, protected by the scattered ashes, became an island on Babe Lake. A profound story. It's very interesting how it's coming in conjunction with mischief and Chiron with heal. So perhaps that's what's going on with the Tiwaz rune in the 7th house. So get a load of this. It looks like this month there are consequences to the actions of people who had a deep connection with you in the 7th house. People who had an intimate connection with you. There seems to be retribution. There seems to be karma. Let's say it as it is. There seems to be karma that you will be seeing when it comes to people who have mistreated you. Perhaps they were disloyal to you. They have hurt you. They've done things that they shouldn't have done, especially that there was a deep connection with you. I think looking at the story, these could be people who lacked empathy, who were superficial, and weren't kind, it seems. It seems like these are people that really hurt you. The interesting thing about your month is that you will be seeing a lot of consequences, because the Tiwaz rune is like responsibility or taking the right actions. The morally right actions. So it gives me this feeling that there is some form of payback, retribution, when it comes to these people that hurt you. If this card wasn't here, I would be thinking, oh, but maybe you don't want that to happen. But I am seeing with Chiron and heal here, it makes me believe that this is actually going to be a healing experience for you. Watching how karma plays out. Sometimes we get to see that, and it looks like in this month you are going to see something. So why don't we explore a little bit? This is also again coming as a surprise. Your significator card is many surprises happening in your month of February. You will be surprised with many things. That's the second surprise that I'm seeing here. Here we're seeing health and abundance, Venusian energy, health and abundance. Here we're seeing some form of retribution. And I think that you have a beautiful heart, because looking at the story, as you see them, that's where I got this impression from it. Seeing them suffer is not really something that you're necessarily going to enjoy. Suffer is such a big word. Seeing them pay for their karma may not be something that you will be comfortable with. I think a lot of the times you will be trying to save them, but at the same time there's like this dichotomy of energy here. Like at the same time, this is also going to be quite healing for you. So perhaps the fact that you watch karma play out in such an intense way may be healing in terms of like having faith, knowing that there is karma, and maybe parts of seeing karma play out will be very healing for you. But at the same time, I do think that you will be sincerely feeling bad for these people. Okay, so can we get an idea of what might happen, please? Seven of Wands, rise above and take the lead. Queen of Pentacles, a lovely day to have a lovely day. This is, dare I say, going to be good. Yeah, Seven of Wands is seen, rise above and take the lead. Yeah, hold on. The Two of Swords is painful sitting on the fence, yeah. So what's going to happen? I feel like it talks about people who used to challenge you with the Seven of Wands, used to bring a lot of challenges in your life. It looks to me, it doesn't say exactly what's going to happen, but there's, knowing that the figure in the Seven of Wands is on a higher plateau, it seems like there's something around your name being elevated, you being seen in a higher light by everyone. So maybe the payback is coming in the form of exposing the mischief. Yeah, exposing, I think. And I think part of you, like I told you, will be quite happy. Lovely day to have a lovely day. You feel like karma exists. You'll feel like you're very happy that you're getting your rights back in this way. It was painful after all, but at the same time, I think for you, it's going to be painful to watch this happen. So it doesn't give me exact details, to be honest with you, on what will happen. I think you're meant to watch it in due time. Perhaps that's the healing part. But all I can tell you is that you are going to rise above these challenges. You will have more power than the people that used to hurt you. And your name, how you're seen, you're going to be put on a pedestal above those who used to challenge you. So maybe, perhaps like, for example, if you're getting a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, then maybe you'll have others. Maybe you're going to be in a better situation than them. That makes you feel bad for them, but at the same time, you're happy that you're out of this, or that you that karma gave you. In that case, it's not necessarily them paying for it, but you rising. So that it could work like that for some of you, or you simply watching them pay for it, and you rising, and in that way you'll have more power over them to prevent any sort of harm moving forward. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, and I guess you will find out more about this in due time during your month of February. Yeah, but look out, there's a huge play of karma that's coming as a surprise in your month of February. And you know, it's funny, in October of last year, I started seeing a lot of retribution, karma playing out readings. If you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it looks like this energy is rising. Perhaps now if it hasn't already happened in your life, now is the time where you're actually going to see this happening. At least you're going to see the consequences of it. Maybe it was in action for a long time, but now there's serious things that you will be seeing in the month of February. All right, so let's move to the other areas. I believe this is what the Tiwaz rune in the 7th house is talking about. And these are what your oracle cards have been explaining, these two major energies. A lot of abundance when it comes to your career, your work, a lot of money coming in, as well as a surprise, huge surprise in watching karma play out. Right, let's explore the rest of your reading. Centering the reading here is glory is on the horizon with the 3 of Pentacles. I don't know, it looks to me like these significator cards are so accurate. You will really be surprised with so much, and it seems like the energy of glory is entering your life in such a big way. There's something about your collaborations with others with the 3 of Pentacles, and how these collaborations are going to make you explore new potentials and new ways of doing things and new experiences that you didn't know about before. And these explorations and collaborations will lead later on to you being able to build something together. It does say begin at your own pace. So these are collaborations that you will really enjoy. There's collaborations with others that you will have fun doing. You will be finding a lot of ideas. You will have fun working together. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, and you're slowly building something. You're not rushing here with the 7 of Pentacles. You're taking your time together to build something fun, and you're really enjoying it. That's happening this month. There's something about your collaboration here of not wanting results right away. You do understand, all of you, that this is something for the long haul, and you're taking your good time to master it with the 8 of Pentacles. What can you learn from today? There's something always about today in your reading. What can you learn from today? One bad day does not make a bad tomorrow. Think carefully with the 2 of Pentacles. So if you ask me, there seems to be the energy of weighing things out, understanding from your mistakes, taking it slowly so that you can do better the next day. It seems to me like you are building something together. Let's say you are all working together to build a great app, mobile app, for example. So there's no rush. You're like, oh, let's try it out. Oh, the coding didn't work here. I think we should do it like that. So it's like a lot of fun, creative fun, building something that you love. No rush. You know that this is going to take time. So you learn from what you're doing every day and you improve it. But there's something about careful thought being put into what you're all collaborating for. So why are you all collaborating? I mean, this sounds like a lot of fun, and it sounds like you're doing something important that you really care about. So what's going on here? What are you guys building? What are you guys doing together? This one also moved, so I'm going to take it. What are you guys building together? What is that? The Seed of Cups. This is like before the Ace of Cups. I told you, this is like you guys not even like launching something. This is like pre-phase. It's not even like a beginning. You're like, okay, let's sit down together and see how we can begin something, if it shall begin. Do you love what you see? Yeah, there's something about you and some people sitting together, having a dream, like going, oh, if we can just do that. Yeah, and we can even do it like that. And what if we put that? Oh my God, that sounds so much fun. this is and this is exciting, and it starts growing, and it suddenly starts becoming a serious idea. That's the energy I'm picking up here for you this month. And it's taking a big space in your table, which means that the energies you're all putting together is going to actually create something amazing in your future. So continue to think about it together, because what you're loving and the creative ideas that you are all getting seem to be channeled, and it seems to be following your path, all of you. You've got the Judgment card. A new day dawns. Feel the vibration. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is no coincidence here. You guys are transforming something. Just like the chrysalis here, the cocoon in the Judgment. You're using your mind, all of these ideas you're putting together, and your trials to make it work. Maybe you're in the phase of design, you're designing things together. You might even be thinking, what are you talking about, Reem? Who are these people? You'll find out in your month of February, but it's taking a huge space on your table, and it seems like this is something that is happening. And you've got, again, remember, your reading is all about surprises. And you've got the Eight of Cups with keep rising. So eventually, this is important, by the way, what's on the table here, and the reason it's taking up all of this space is that eventually, this idea that is growing in the cocoon between you and these people and is brimming every day, and simmering and growing and becoming stronger as an energy. This is like the seed. This is pre-aces. Just you meeting up to explore something together and design it together. This is going to be such a big thing, because not only is it going to actually transform from the phase of design and thinking and putting your hearts together, mastering the idea, to the Eight of Pentacles, you actually starting to take steps. Let's ask the suppliers. Let's ask this person. Let's start posting something online, maybe. To it actually flying off, launching off. One day, with the Eight of Cups, this will make you all leave something behind in favor of you rising because of what you're discussing today or this month, in the month of February. So this is a big deal between you and some people that you will be discussing things with. And look at what the card says. Glory is on the horizon. This is going to be such a big deal for you guys, that Judgment, keep rising, that it will allow you to leave something behind and rise greatly in your lives and in your experience in life and what you're creating, the type of success that you will achieve one day, and where you're going to be with the Eight of Cups specifically. Where are you going to be? Is it talking about leaving your job, for example, in favor of what you're creating? Is it talking about a move that you will be making, or how your situation will rise and move in the market? It depends really on how this is resonating with you, or how it's going to play out for you energetically this month. But at the end of the day, this seems to be like a big chunk of energy. This is like pre-seed. This is all energy that has the potential to be created. The potential is there with the seed. If you actually start discussing it and being excited about it, which is in the cards, and following that intuitive feeling that you will have, that fun that you will have, that great idea that you will have, it will turn into something amazing, legendary one day. Other than that, I see a lot of abundance and great health in your life. That's why the Fehu rune is between the 10th house and the 9th house. It's brilliant. It's all matching. The 9th house is the house of what? Exploration, right? Ideas. So that's the thing. Your philosophy, you're discussing something here that is going to be super abundant one day. It's leading you to great abundance. So I see two abundance energies. Abundance that is happening right now and the potential of great abundance in your future with what you're discussing here. And karma also happening, as well as take care of your health. These are the energies that I'm seeing. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you've enjoyed your reading, my dear pile number 2. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your February 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Okay, so on the far right, as you can see, I have an empty astrological chart of houses in which we'll be, in which we'll be casting some runes on to get an accurate reading of the type of energies that you can expect in your month. So that's the plan. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue Howlite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, I guess we're ready with the oracle cards. Let's now cast your runes. And let's ask, what can pile number 3 expect in their month of February, please? 1, 2, 3. Right, so we've got the Tiwaz rune in the 3rd house. We've got the Yewaz rune in the 6th house, and we've got the Awaz rune in the 8th house. Very interesting. I also, to be honest, am seeing the Uruz rune in the 10th house as well. Very close here. And let's take out the rest of the runes. And I'll take out your chart and I'll be back. Okay. Let's now take a look at your oracle cards. So for this month, you've got the throat chakra with expansion, and you do have certainly activities here when it comes to communication with the 3rd house. So perhaps a lot of talking this month. All right, let's keep it here. You've got conflict. It makes sense that you've got the Tiwaz rune in the 3rd house. Okay. You've got the 9th house with exploration. Okay. So it looks like it's a conflict in philosophy or idea here, because the 9th house is about philosophy. It's about a way of thinking, exploring something. So there seems to be a conflict of ideas here that you really care about this month. There's a lot of talk going back and forth. I feel like this month you are doing the right thing. The Tiwaz rune is a rune of responsibility, doing the right responsible action, the honest action. So there's something about you speaking up this month. Although you've got a lot of people opposing your point of view, there's something about you being very bold this month and saying the truth nonetheless, not being afraid to express your ideas and say what's right, perhaps amidst a lot of conflict, and a lot of people opposing your ideas. So we'll find out more about that in a moment. You've got the North Node with future. Okay, this seems to be a very important topic. Okay, that's why it's very strong here. And you've got the story of the irresponsible genie. I'll read like laziness, cutting corners, and atonement. Yeah, I'll read like a small summary of the story in a moment to you, which will really give us perspective about your month. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. What I want to do on the far left in that empty column is add 2 significator cards, which I've done with all of the past readings. And in this way, we get a general idea about the most potent energy of your month. That's the plan, and then we'll be pulling out the rest of your tarot cards. So, you've got the Ace of Swords. Again, this is the card of truth and clarity. Interesting. Okay. And you've got Two of Cups. Okay. Right. Let's pull out the rest of your tarot cards. So, you've got the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Okay, great. 2 things are starting to grow this month. And you've got the Two of Wands. Lovely. Okay. And let's put some cards here as well. You've got the King of Swords, the Tower card, wow, 2 kings and the King of Pentacles. There's something about huge changes when it comes to 2 things for you personally this month. Yeah. Let's get straight into it. And transformation it is. You've got the Awaz rune in the house of transformation. So it looks like there are huge changes going on. You know, the Awaz rune is like a partnership, and we do see the Two of Cups here. So there's something about some form of partnership that you will be creating this month. But let's take it bit by bit, and I'm sure the reading will show itself by itself. So, first things first, let's go back to the conflict that we see here. That's better. Okay, so this month, it seems like you are speaking out against an agenda that seems to be harming for so many people, you and others. You're being bold this month. You're like, no, this is wrong. Have you seen what this person has been doing to us, or these people, or this company, or this person or the other has been doing, entity has been, organization has been doing, and you're really standing up and speaking clearly. And although it could be scary for you to speak, there may be consequences of you speaking, but it seems like here your cards are showing your energy. You only care about the truth this month. And it looks like you are speaking up against a situation that has been beating others around you and you amongst them for so long. You see with the Five of Swords here, there's one winning against everyone else. And perhaps this person, and I'll tell you why I'm pointing to the story. I've read it before in one of the readings, so I have an idea about it. I'll show you what it says in a moment. But perhaps it seems like there's the energy of a person that is only looking out for themselves, could be lazy, could be trying to cut corners or something. And this is hurting everyone else, for them to be comfortable in the way that they are. So the reason you're speaking up with the North Node is because you want a better future for yourself and others. And although it could be scary to say the right thing, because there's a lot of conflict, perhaps this person or this organization or whatever it is was able to convince everyone else that what they're doing is the right thing, making it very hard for others to speak up, obviously. You're choosing to speak up. You're like, I know this is the right thing, and I'm going to speak up this month. Judgment. You are changing everybody's minds. The Two of Wands, you're shifting people's attention and people's thoughts involved in this situation to have better judgment, slowly but surely with the Seven of Pentacles, you are rebuilding the future with the power of your words. And it really takes guts to say the truth. I can see it here with the Tiwaz rune in the 3rd house. In fact, your significator card is all about the truth this month. So let me give you a peek into what it says with the irresponsible genie here. Where's the guidebook? The irresponsible genie. Page 46. There we go. It says, there was once a genie that was given a simple task: to spread the seeds of rice, grass, and beans on earth. In its laziness and haste, the genie scattered all the seeds at once, making it difficult for humans to cultivate their food. The heavenly emperor, discovering the genie's blunder, transformed it into a buffalo as punishment. The genie was forced to live the rest of its life subservient to humans to atone for its crimes. So there is something about someone in a leadership position, and this could really be anything, depending on each one listening to their reading. It could be in your home, in your household. It could be in your neighborhood. It could be in your work. It could be really anything. It could be on a larger scale. It could be a political thing maybe for some of you. It could be in your company. It's really going to differ from one person to the other, but all I can see is that there's someone who is trying to cut corners, trying to have it easier for themselves on the expense of everybody else. It seems like this is something that's been going on for a long while, and you're speaking up this month. This is like wrong. Although it's bold to do that, you know that's the right thing to do. And this is what I see you doing, speaking the truth, facing the conflict, and at the same time with exploration, the 9th house, you're slowly changing the ideas. There's something about how you're going to communicate this month that's going to be super effective. You're addressing important points, bringing clarity to the conversation. Allowing each one to make up their own mind. 7 of Pentacles shows that it's slowly but surely, and you can see it in conjunction to the King of Swords here, showing power and truth, as well as a balanced opinion. And this is going to be effective this month because it is actually, with the North Node, changing the future. Your conversation, what you say, will make a great difference this month. It is finally changing people's opinions slowly but surely. The truth is out, and you can see people's opinions being swayed onto the other side, making their own judgment, elevating, growing. North Node, all North Node, moving upwards towards the truth. It looks like to me, because of this type of conversation, that the person who's been irresponsible here will be caught and will pay for it. They will pay the consequences for it by serving others. Now they have to work hard to make a difference, to be part of that change, to serve others instead of taking from others. So that's a big situation that I see here, the Tiwaz rune in the 3rd house. Yeah, leading to expansion. I think the clarity that you will be bringing out will be repeated by so many others once you speak about it. Okay, let's now move on to the second part of your significator card. And you've got the 2 of Cups. I do see a partnership right there with the Awaz rune in the 8th house, the house of transformation. I do see 2 powerful people creating a trustworthy connection together. And by the way, if you have a pet horse, must be significant for someone here. There's something about how your horse is changing, because the Awaz rune has to do with horses as well. So if you have a horse, maybe this is your job, or maybe you own you have a friendship with a horse, there's something about your horse changing to the better, becoming more powerful. Yeah, just a note here. In any case, let's go back to the partnership that I see going on here in the month of February. Okay, upon reflection on this sort of partnership and looking at the Ehwaz rune in the 8th house, it's an interesting partnership going on this month. Whether this is business or something in your personal life, in any case, it looks to me like you are coming together this month with an equally strong person like you. This is a powerful sort of partnership, the Ehwaz rune, a dependable one. And it looks like the two of you are taking care of a situation with the 8th house that is rather heavy and difficult. Dealing with something maybe you haven't been dealing with for a while. Maybe you kept it in the back burner, or something that needed a significant effort to change. The house of transformation, the 8th house. Also, the 8th house is a house of dealing with difficult things that we usually don't talk about. It's the things we take care of in privacy. Things like debts, sex, loans, deaths. It's like the very heavy topics that we have to deal with on our own. Like, at least you don't publish them or talk to many people about them. They are very heavy topics, is what I'm trying to say. So it looks to me like you are coming together, partnering with someone that you will love to partner with. This month, there's a lot of trust between you two to handle something as delicate as this. Both of you are taking ownership of this and finally nipping it in the butt, going, let's tackle this once and for all. Let's make it grow. Let's take ourselves out of this difficult situation. This could be your partner in life, like your spouse, your girlfriend or boyfriend. It could be your best friend or a family member, but it's someone you love and trust. And you're handling a rather difficult situation. It looks to me with the Tower card that one of you will be initiating this and the other one will find themselves being pushed to do it, but not in a bad way. When I say pushed to do it, I mean it's a difficult situation involving maybe two. One of you decided to start working on it, so the other one's like, yeah, I guess I didn't want to start it now, but I guess it's the right thing, so let me join you and put my power into this and make it work. So that's what I'm seeing with the Tower card, because knowing that one of the figures in the Tower card chooses to take themselves out of the situation because of the falling tower, the other one's holds on and being put and so gets pushed out. And this is where I'm getting the idea where one of you is the initiator and the other one may not have necessarily wanted to deal with such a heavy topic right away, but seeing that you seeing that them have initiated this will feel like, I guess it is time to deal with this heaviness. So I pulled out these two cards because I wanted to help you into the idea of trying to figure out, what this heaviness is. Where is it in your life? Knight of Swords, kind of like it's time to tackle this. It's the right thing to do. So whatever this is, I can tell you that both of you will meet each other at a point this month where you're super motivated in dealing with this once and for all, and you're not going to veer off course. Both of you are going to deal with this head on with great power, especially mental power, and with everything that you both have to deal with this and end it once and for all. Knight of Wands, it's crazy. You're so motivated, you have a goal, and you're not stopping, the both of you, before you tackle this. So there's something about a powerful energy this month, something about both of your energies together being strong will start to elevate this month. So again, let's go back to the question. Where does this lie? It lies in a desire that both of you have. Both of you have been wishing to tackle this for a long time, and it's kind of scary, heavy to tackle. This is why when one initiates, the other one will be on board. Maybe not right away, but will be on board with this. Yeah, all I can tell you, it is something pertaining to a strong goal and desire that you have. Perhaps the tower is what was on your way, a wrong foundation that's been preventing both of you to achieve an important goal that you have. And so when one of you is like, we need to bring this foundation out, bring it down, this was a wrong foundation, this is why we can't achieve our goals, the other one will be absolutely on board. And that's an important energy that I see happening for you this month. A huge transformation that is happening this month as a consequence. It's like, consider it the beginning of you moving towards your goals successfully. It all starts this month. With laziness here and cutting corners, perhaps a clue here when it comes to your desires, something around you maybe not putting in the correct effort, or maybe no effort at all towards your desires. And this month you're like, no, we gotta be disciplined, we gotta use our resources carefully to make this happen. Yeah, discipline and using your resources well will make this change this month. Speaking of the story and the crops surrounding it, let's now start moving to the 6th house. And it's funny, you can only believe me if you go watch the other 2 piles, if you were drawn to them. If you were drawn to them, you will see that in this section, in every pile, it's crazy, there was something about food. I think pile number 1 had digestion right there. Pile number 2, to be honest, I can't really remember. I think it was something around food as well. Oh yeah, they had crops growing. And now you've got the crops and the farming and the 6th house. So I don't know why in that specific placement in every reading so far, there's something about food and eating. So maybe it's a collective thing. Maybe there's something happening astrologically that I'm not aware of. But it looks to me that maybe you were cutting corners when it comes to your food before, like for example, not cooking healthy meals and getting takeout, for example, and choosing less healthy meals. So there's something about you this month being super responsible and disciplined with your food, choosing the right food, choosing the right thing to eat, being responsible with your health. North Node, this is really changing your future, and it specifically is allowing you to beat that which was weakening your body. The 6th house is a house of health. So it looks like your health is getting stronger. You've got the Awaz rune, the Yewaz rune here, which is a rune of protection. So looking at these two, I would say it looks like your immunity is becoming stronger, is getting stronger by the day because of the choices that you are making with crops, with the things that you are eating. Perhaps you're choosing to eat more vegetables, or simply cutting down on the foods that were affecting your immune system and your health in general. So there's something about your body having the capability of fighting, you see? Fighting, protection, your immunity is getting stronger. It's able to fight that which was, let's say, attacking it or weakening it. And I see with the King of Pentacles, you are getting a stronger, healthier body. It's now shifting this month for you. So love to see this for you. Yeah, you're getting healthier moving forward is what I'm seeing when it comes to the Awaz rune and the 6th house. Okay, so speaking of health, that takes us to the Uruz rune in the 10th house, which is the rune of health and vitality and strength. It's falling in the 10th house, which is the house of goals, career, work. So I do see that there is an important goal, or specifically for most of you, if you work something that has to do with your career and your work, something is becoming strong this month. You can even see it here with the Seven of Pentacles. Your financial situation is slowly but surely growing. It's becoming strong. Perhaps you're saving. Your savings are becoming substantial and strong, putting you in a strong situation. One thing I'm seeing. Another thing that I'm seeing along with that is your career. You're growing slowly but surely because you've got the elevation here of the Judgment, the growth of the Seven of Pentacles, overcoming something. So I'm seeing that this month you're overcoming some issues that you probably had in your work or your goals. You're becoming stronger. Your health, your wealth or your finances are growing, whether you're saving or you're growing in your career. So this could mean your salary is also growing, or your income in general is growing. And I see an elevation in your career. I see you becoming stronger, better, more reliable with judgment. People that work with you are judging you better. Perhaps this is a promotion, by the way, with the Judgment. There's a promotion here for someone and a raise in salary. However this resonates with you, this is a month where you're going to go, oh, I feel good about my career. I feel good also about my finances. Things are now shifting. Again, the Two of Wands. There are many shifts happening for you this month. Amongst them is your career and finances. You're like, oh, great. I do see a great shift. I do see that I'm becoming stronger. I see that my finances are getting stronger, are increasing. They're making me feel safer. And I'm able to overcome that which used to cause me a lot of trouble back then. There's something about this specific area that we're discussing when it comes to your career and also your throat chakra again. You're saying something important. You're speaking the truth. It looks like when it comes to your goals or your career this month, you are going to be again saying some important things. It's kind of like your throat chakra month this month. Powerful throat chakra. Something here is becoming very strong. The blue Howlite, throat chakra again. You're speaking truth this month. This could be for some of you your negotiation skills. Perhaps you are going to negotiate something so well this month. You're going to say something that will really help you rise. Maybe this is promotion. If you've got your own business, perhaps this is perfect or great promotion that is increasing your finances, elevating you in the market. This could be your negotiation for what you deserve. Like, I've worked hard, this is what I deserve, this is what I believe should happen. I've been working for long, and is there a chance for us to discuss my raise? So there's something about your clear communication this month. Maybe your job, maybe you are a communicator and you will be saying things that help you grow. In any case, powerful throat chakra this month that will allow you to strengthen your situation when it comes to your work and your career, your finances. And again, there is a great shift that you can expect to happen in your month when it comes to that. And now we really understand why you've got the Ace of Swords as your significator card. A lot of clear communication that is affecting you and others and your work in many ways, as well as your communication with this person that you're going to partner up with, taking a decision with the Ace of Swords on what to do better to take yourself out of something that was rather difficult here. Good for you that you're really doing that. Let's get more information regarding your expansion or growth when it comes to your work this month, so we have a better idea. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, these are actually 4. Yeah. Just to get an idea about your work this month. Ooh, wow, this is great. The Empress here is pregnant. There's something that's starting to happen that will bring you a lot of joy and abundance in your future. Moving forward, there's something about your whole year with the 12 stars of the Empress. your whole year being affected by what you're doing that month, what you're up to. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Oh, okay. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. I'm glad I expanded on that. So obviously there is abundance and great fortune, which we saw the 7 of Pentacles slowly but surely happening for you. So overall, I can tell you a little bit, I can give you a peek about your year that's starting this month. There seems to be growth in fortune and abundance happening for you throughout, from February towards the end of the year, up to a point where you will look back and watch your growth go, oh, I did this in that month and I did that in that month. That was so smart because it allowed for this growth for me. And with the 8 of Cups, this will allow you to move from one phase of your career to another, a huge one. In fact, I see that this phase of you starting to move out of one phase to another starting to happen this month for you. The Empress suggests creation, and the throat chakra is also about creation, by the way. It's also about expressing yourself. So there's something about you speaking out or creating something that will really make a huge difference for the rest of your year. Perhaps this is how you negotiate your raise and your position better at work. Maybe this is marketing. Maybe this is you actually creating something. You're like, I have this great idea and I want to put some efforts in it this month because I know it's going to give back, and it will. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing here when it comes to your expression, it will be making a major shift, which we saw here and here. It will be making a huge shift where you will look back and go, I'm so proud of myself for the decision and the creation that I've done in that moment, because it really brought me a lot of fortune and abundance. And yeah, my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading, your February 2025 predictions. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your February 2025 predictions. This one removed, I'll take it. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. As you can see on the far right, I have an empty astrological chart of houses, in which we'll be in a moment casting some runes on to get an accurate and detailed reading of your month. So that's the plan. Let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Aquamarine. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Taurus, Pisces, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. This is also, by the way, the pile that Spirit has picked for you today. Okay. So, what can you expect in your month of February? 1, 2, 3. So we've got the Dagas rune in the 8th house. Both mean transformation. It looks like this is a month full of transformation for you. And you've got the Uruz rune in the 5th house. To be honest, this is quite close to the 10th house, the Hagalaz rune. So I'm going to keep it right there. And let's get straight into your reading itself. We'll start off by checking out your oracle cards. So you've got the story of a king's folly with the keywords overconfidence, treachery, and vigilance. We'll see like a short description about the story in a moment, which will again help us to identify the energy of your month. You've got
pride. Wow, look at these two together. I'm actually going to leave them together. It's like power, standing out, being unique and powerful, but you want to be careful with something. There's overconfidence. Look, pride, overconfidence, kind of like a huge transformation to your favor. In fact, you've got the Hagalaz rune, which although I know the Hagalaz rune is like about things changing up, like destruction. I thought, we're seeing huge transformation power here. And although it is that energy, I thought it was honest to place it because it was right next to the 10th house. So good news. It looks like it's a powerful transformation to your favor. But one you've got to be careful with seeing your oracle cards now, as well as the Hagalaz rune, of course. It's like huge shake-up, huge transformation. This is in fact talking about a shake-up coming from you, not to you. You are rising in such a powerful way this month. Your power is showing. The way you're rising is causing a huge shake-up. You're really seeing people are looking at you in awe, but at the same time, you want to be very careful with that type of energy, and we'll see why in a moment. All right, yeah, you've got the Uruz rune, the rune of health and strength and vitality. In the 5th house, the house of creativity, but it could also be strength of an inner child. Like maybe you're very creative at something, you're innately good at something, and it is showing this month. So yeah, let's explore more. You've got the solar plexus, my apologies, the sacral chakra with the keyword service. Okay. And you've got the 3rd house with communication. Communication has been popping up for most of the cards this month. Okay, what I did with the other piles is that I've drawn 2 tarot cards in this section right here and used them as their significator cards. Ooh, and we've got our 2. Let's see what we have. Wow. My goodness, you've got the King of Pentacles. There seems to be, if I'm not mistaken, we'll see the rest of the cards, of course, a lot of wealth this month in one thing or the other. It could be financial wealth. We'll find out. Abundance. And you've got, whoa, I'm telling you, there's something about how powerfully you are standing out this month, how powerful you are, how abundant you are. There's something so strong that is happening in your month of February that is putting everyone in awe. This is making me really want to start off your reading by reading the story, but we'll do that in a moment. Let's pull out your tarot cards first. I see 2 cards moving, this one as well as this one. And let's create space. There. There we go. The rest of the cards. If we need any more, this one also is moving. If we need any more, we can always pull some cards out. So, my goodness, your cards this month. You've got the Emperor. What are you doing? Look at this. The Emperor, the Peacock, the powerful Snake, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the Hagalaz rune for sure. You've got the High Priestess, which tells me that this is definitely something that you do not foresee. You don't see that type of power happening. Maybe this is what the sacral chakra is talking about. There's strong sacral chakra, but you're not feeling it because maybe you're not feeling so well. It talks, in my opinion, about how you're about to be very excited about something. Okay, so you've got the 8 of Pentacles. You're about to be surprised. Look, this 8 of Pentacles is shaping a horseshoe, which is a symbol of great luck. So I don't know about you, but this looks like it's a wonderful month. Let me create some space. I'll take out your chart out of the tray and I'll be back. There we go. I figured I'd place them at the bottom so that we have
all the space we need with our tarot cards here. You've got the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, okay. We do have, no, we don't. Let's place them here. You've got the 9 of Wands, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. You can see here the money again. Working towards calculation, making more money. Maybe you're saving. You are financially planning. You're planning things better. Right, let's get straight into it. Actually, I think we've invited to place, yeah, a card or two here. You've got, oh, look at that. You've got the 9 of Pentacles and you've got the Hierophant. Okay. Let's get straight into it. We'll start off with your story as we agreed. So you've got the story of a king's folly. Page 48. So the story goes, to protect his kingdom, a conquering king was gifted with knowledge and a magical weapon from an envoy of the heavens. As time passed, he became complacent with these gifts, and in turn, his inner circle was infiltrated with traitors that brought about his ruins. While this tale is long and complex, its essence warns the reader to not be overconfident and to know betrayal can foment anywhere. Very, very, very interesting. So you can clearly see here, this king has been given a gift from the heavens, right? And the foolish thing to do here, you've got like some form of dichotomy in energy. The sacral chakra is all about energy, strong energy, and excitement about life. And everything that it is all about is very different to what we're seeing in the cards here. We're seeing a person who's feeling tired and unwell and isn't excited really. Maybe all they want is to heal. So there's as you can see, a stark difference in the energy of the sacral chakra and the story that we see in there. And so this is why you've got the Hagalaz rune. There is a huge transformation in your life, obviously with the Dagaz rune in the 8th house this month. It's one that's tricky with the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. On one hand, it can bring you a lot of luck and unforeseen power. On the other hand, if you're not careful, it can lead to its opposite. And so you want to be very careful with how you use that great power that you are going to have this month, because this power is destructive. And there's something about you creating your own destruction if you're not careful. Here, the king has become complacent. So in my opinion, this is talking about don't take the powers and the amazing things that you're about to get this month ever for granted moving forward. Because you might feel its power in the beginning. You might feel like, oh, my life is just so good. Or whatever, at least this part of my life is so good. I don't think it can ever go wrong. And you might be surprised how wrong it can go, even when it comes from the heavens. So how you deal with something is as important as getting it in the first place. So it's very clear that this month I'll try to find out exactly what's happening, but I see you going, thank the heavens, thank the Lord. A huge wish is coming for you with the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to be very happy. You've got the Aruz rune in the 5th house. And by the way, the 5th house is also the house of excitement and fun. Obviously, there is an experience that will revive your inner child, that will make you feel like life is so good. A huge wish is coming true. And I see pentacles, pentacles, pentacles everywhere. Obviously, it's coming with a lot of abundance and comfort and happiness in life. So never take that for granted. Never be complacent, because even the best things in life can be ruined, let's say, if you're not careful with how you treat it, if you don't honor that great abundance or great bliss that's been bestowed upon you from the heavens. So huge month. I can't wait to find out what it is. I kind of have a hunch with all of these pentacles here that it looks like you will be abundant financially. There's a great shakeup. If we look at your cards, actually, there's a great shakeup when it comes to your work. It looks like it's around your work and finances and what can happen. Maybe you are, your work is going to shake things up this month, and it's resulting, just like the tree, as you shake things up, of abundance, a windfall of abundance on you because of your work. And I kind of starting to see what it is that you want to be careful with. Speak of complacence. Sometimes, if I'm correct, that it has to do with your work and how there is good luck when it comes to your finances as a consequence. Sometimes at work, when you're in such a powerful place, let's say you're a newly hired manager, a regional manager, let's say, or a manager with such great power, with a great salary, everything is so good. Maybe after a while, you notice, hey, this is working automatically without me being here. I don't necessarily have to be here in everything. Forgetting that your presence was really what started all this. And looking at the scarecrow here, this is a replacement of a human being actually standing. And while it's a great idea, don't get me wrong, there's something about don't be complacent. Even if you are going to use intelligent ideas, which is absolutely okay, so that you don't have to maybe do everything on your own. That's intelligent. Don't give it all, let it all go altogether. So you still, with the third house of communication right next to the Nine of Wands, in my opinion, you still want to be present with communication. The Princess of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, you want to plan things meticulously. You want to be careful with the resources that you have, the finances that you have, the power that you have, your reputation. You want to calculate and plan everything. Never take the amazing things that you don't see coming with the High Priestess. This month, the High Priestess is giving us a peek behind the veils into the what's to come, what you don't see coming, so that you are equipped with the right information on how to respectfully deal with that energy. Because it may look all amazing, but don't forget that it has this dual energy. Remember when I told you there's this dichotomy of energy, there's this duality in this energy that you are receiving this month. On one part, if you treat it with honor and respect, and while taking informed decisions, you can benefit greatly and have a great life and great luck with what you're about to have. If you work with it meticulously and honor your craft, or honor this gift, it will give you back so much in life. You're going to be so happy. But if you take it for granted and you don't think and plan about things before you take action, and you start being complacent, something about showing that you're there, but you're not really there. All these tricks that we see on social media about how to attend meetings while not really attending them is kind of what I'm seeing in this specific Nine of Wands scarecrow. So I kind of feel like you are going to have a leadership position. You don't want to pretend to be there while not being there. And it doesn't have to be specifically the example that I'm remembering, but Maybe being there without being there is being complacent with the planning, for example. It's like, I know how things work. If something should arise, I'll just deal with it when it comes. Or maybe you used to put so much attention and focus on something that later on you're like, it's all good. I don't need to put that much attention into something. So be careful with that. Wherever it's falling in your life, you really want to be careful, because the Hagalaz rune shows that it is some form of destructive energy that might not be so good, that might really be harmful in the long run. It might create delays, and it might change this great luck that you have in your life this month. Which takes us to the real question. What's that grand transformation? We do know so far that it's something around having some great power, getting some great respect, power, abundance, shining so bright with the Queen of Wands, being seen as someone amazing, and it looks like it's in your work, or at least towards a goal that you're working very hard at. Yeah, this or that. How is that going to happen? Let me tell you before we get to the how, pride seems to stand out. Another thing here is not being you anymore, pretending to be someone to fill in a role. You want to be careful with that as well. Maybe that's the energy for some of you here. In any case, if you're not careful, this can really take everything from you and really hurt you with the Three of Swords. Really hurt and change the situation. Put you in a weaker position than the powerful position you're already in. So some of that could be pride. Don't let it get to your head kind of advice. Don't start acting different. Don't go, I need to act in this way to show power. Stand in your power. Absolutely. But don't lose yourself in the process. Stay true to yourself. Be powerful through the actions and the words, but not through trying to take on an act and just to show power. Yeah. So now we want to explore the how. How is this happening? There's definitely something around great wealth, a shake-up of a tree, like the Hagalaz, a shaking up of a tree for it to bring a windfall of wealth into your life. So there's something this month about how your work and you are standing out. People are going, wow, what is this work? This is amazing. Your company maybe is acknowledging all of the great work that you've done. Maybe there is a celebration in your work, acknowledgement in your work, an email sent to everyone acknowledging your hard work. Maybe there's a promotion. When I tell you there's a lot of money this month, you keep getting that. It's crazy. It's there for sure. All right, some form of acknowledgement this month happening. Coming with a lot of respect and power. So, how? Queen of Pentacles and the Princess of Swords, the Earth of Air. So it's definitely with the earth work that you've done, actual work that you've done, that brings acknowledgement. So now we understand. It is in fact work, hard work, yeah. I should have seen it here with the Eight of Pentacles. We did say that you're very meticulous at your work, you're a hard worker, and you've mastered something, you've done something so well that you're getting great recognition in this month, and that's why you've got the Hagalaz rune. There is clapping, there is a huge shake-up, everybody's finding out about you. There's communication with the third house, a lot of communication. Wow, did you see pile number 4? Did you see their work? Everyone congratulate pile number 4 for their ability to save this or that or do that. Yeah, definitely great acknowledgement for your work that will directly result to you, to some form of raise, to you getting a lot of money. If you have your own business, then it could be acknowledgement of the market, and it could lead to a lot of sales for you. thus a lot of wealth. And it's obviously starting at this point moving forward to come easily for you. Thus the complacency that you really want to be careful about. Don't be overconfident with your position at work or with your position in the market, whatever this is, because you don't want to forget at all what got you there. This is what you want to hold on to. Stay true to everything that you cared about, and it will always stay true to you back. Don't steal from yourself almost what you made for yourself. Okay, so let's get more into the details. How is this acknowledgement going to be communicated to you? Knight of Cups. Yeah, a lot of people admiring you. So some form of email of appreciation. If this is, again, your market, your customers, like many people, admiring your work or your product or your service. So it's coming in the form of admiration. The daffodils. Oh yes, it was William Wordsworth. The poem. There was a poem that I've known by heart when I was a little girl about the daffodils. I can't remember word for word, so let me bring the poem back. Okay, there we go. So the poem goes, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, that they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in springly dance. And so I'm kind of having a feel of how thousands are looking at you and their hearts fluttering and dancing as they look at something amazing that you are doing. Many people are genuinely flattering is not the right word, complimenting you from the heart, telling you what an awesome job you've done. They are very happy to be giving to you, very happy to be giving that. It's like, please take our money. If this is your company, they love so much what you've done. Everyone's clapping, everyone wants you to have that raise. Or if this is your company, again, everyone wants to pay for something here. There's a lot of love and admiration for what it is that you're doing. And that's how your life is transforming here. So we can see a lot of communication. And if we look at it, there's like two lovebirds here, right? So a lot of communication with love going on this month about, we really love how you did this. We admire how you've done that. We love your detail for attention. We're so grateful for what you are putting in. There's no holding back. There's no, oh, we're not going to say it all so that this person doesn't, so that it doesn't get to their heads. You can see people are really, really want to express to you the amazing things that you have done. Your company wants to express, your market wants to express their admiration for you. Okay, so yeah, a lot of expressing. The Magician. And the Moon. So basically, you can see that there's a lot of this expression is leading to this great transformation that will really feel like magic in your life. I don't think you are ever expecting, and we can see a peek beyond the veil here, you're not ever expecting in what way your life will change, and it will really be magical here. There's more to come. You're getting a little bit of reflection on what's starting to happen this month. Maybe not all of it, but it's like a gift from the heavens specifically to you. And this reminds me of Arjun's, what is it called? that weapon had a name in Hindu mythology. Let me try to remember. Arch, the arch, or bow and arrow. The divine bow and arrow. You keep getting that. Arjun's bow and arrow. It was a divine bow and arrow given to him by the creator of the universe, the Lord Brahma, the creator. So you see, you keep getting that from high above. You know, in fact, the magician card is about as above, so below. I feel like you're getting something from the heavens to you, a great privilege from the universe. And you will really feel honored because of it. You will feel like you have great wealth and great power. And you are guided to use it with great care. I think the bow and arrow was called Gandiva, if I'm not mistaken. And you're guided to use this weapon because it is going to be something of great power with great care. Knowing that Arjuna was from one of the Pandavas, this makes me feel like you want to be careful because whether you see it or not, there is the Kauravas, or there is another team, or there's another force that can be working against you and can hurt you if you're not standing in your power and dealing with it properly. So as long as you've got this weapon, you're good. You're going to be protected. You're going to feel the blessings. If you don't treat it with such honor, just as it was given you with great honor, there is another energy, I would say, that you're not seeing that could really hurt you. So yeah, and that's why you've got the dichotomy of energies here in the sacral chakra. But boy, are you really going to be honored this month. You're really going to be recognized. And there's a lot of wealth. So let's ask about that. How is this turning into great wealth for you this month? My dear pile number 4, you know, even your pile is the chosen pile of spirit from the introduction. So there's something, as always, it's pile number 4. I'm glad there's the spirit picking process for you to see. There's what I mean by there's something about the pile number 4 in this on this channel. So how are you getting wealth? Another king, of course, the King of Wands. You've got the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. I'm thinking, is this a squirrel? Because if it is, it's giving me an idea here. You've got the Tower card as well as the Hermit. Oh, actually, this makes me think of something entirely different as I look at these cards. It looks like this month, the reason you are going to be that loved and honored and why you're given the power from the heavens is that it seems that this month in your environment, in your work or something, the people you are serving might have some form of surprise. After a time of calm and peace, a surprise strikes, and it doesn't look like it's a pleasant one either. There seems to be some form of loss that happens, and you have got the knowledge and power to help them out with that, if not reverse it. And that's why everyone is so thankful. Perhaps here as well is talking about how you're bringing power to those who need it in your work. This could be like the customers of your company. It could be your work going through something difficult and you just have, because of the runes here, It seems like you have the knowledge. And you know how when Odin sacrificed his eye to learn the runes and gain access to the well of knowledge, there's something about how your knowledge and your power will be used, like maybe you're really powerful at something, will be greatly used this month to save some people or your employers or your company or your customers from what may have been a very unfortunate situation, helping them find peace and out with the hermit, enlighten them out of what could have been a very scary situation. That's why I'm getting a lot of admiration and communication for and honor in that way. Like, thank you for helping us in this way. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your power, for standing up in such a strong way to help us in this way. And you're getting a lot of respect, admiration for your honorable service to others. Yeah, you're seen as loyal, you're seen as powerful, you're seen as someone who's diligent at doing their job properly, in saving the company in this way, or saving the people, saving the customers, saving what could have been a disastrous situation. You're really going to be seen as a hero, and your whole life is changing from this moment onwards. And it's like the heavens' way of extending power to you so that you can help in a moment like that. And that is resulting to great changes in terms of the power given to you and the wealth given to you. And yeah, that is all the details I see, my dear pile number 4, when it comes to your month of February. All the best of luck with that. It seems like an honorable, important month. Wishing you all the best of luck with that. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.